everybody, welcome to Homemade by Debbie. Today I'm going to make a very simple apple cake. All you need is 3 apples to make it. It looks really fancy, but it's so easy to make. If you want to learn how, stay tuned. We're starting off today with a half cup of softened butter. This cake recipe is so moist and tastes so great. You're going to love it. It's such an easy cake to make too. We're going to take 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. We'll combine that together. If your butter is not at room temperature, you can always put it in the microwave for a few seconds just to soften it up. 2 eggs. Add them in one at a time. We're also going to add in a half cup of milk. I have 2% milk, but you can use whole milk if that's what you have. Next, we're going to add in a teaspoon of lemon juice. You can use fresh, real lemon, but I didn't have any, so I was just using the lemon in a bottle. Now we're going to add in 1 3/4 cup of regular all-purpose flour. Very important to scrape down your bowl while you're mixing. And we're going to add in 1½ teaspoons of magic powder. I like how it's called magic powder. It's kind of funny. It's baking powder. That will be your rising agent. And here the doughs are already combined and looking great. Scrape it down. And your dough's already ready. It's as easy as that. We're going to spray our spring pan. This is a brand new pan that I picked up at Dollarama. It's a Betty Crocker pan. First time using it, first time trying it. I did have another spring form, but it was also nonstick, but it just was not performing. It was leaking at the bottom. But as you can see, this batter is pretty thick, so I'm not very concerned, plus it's a new pan. And for $4, you can't go wrong. You might as well try it out. So it's actually a test to see how this pan performs. But I've been very happy with the other Betty Crocker pans. I bought the Bundt pan, if you've watched my other videos, from Dollarama, and that one performs really well too. So spread your batter out in the pan. As you can see, it's a nice thick batter. Now this apple cake looks fancy just because of the way the apples look, but I'll show you how easy it is. So there's really nothing to it, nothing too fancy about it, just looks fancy. So spread it out as evenly as you can. For the apples, you're going to need 3 to 4 apples depending on the size. We're going to peel them first. I believe these are gala apples. Do any of you grow your own fruit or vegetables in your backyard? We have an apple tree. It's a Honeycrisp one, and we get the beautiful apples from that tree. We also grow some tomatoes, and I have a little herb garden as well. Our backyard is quite small. We live in a suburb, but it's very small. So we don't have space for a lot of fruit trees, but we'd love to have some more. So we're going to quarter the apple. And just be careful to take out the seeds and the core if there's a little bit of core in there. Now you're going to slice the apple quarters. Slice them thinly, but don't go all the way to the bottom. Okay? Carefully slice them down. So when you cook them, what'll happen is as the apple cooks, it'll fan out and it'll look fancy and pretty. So you're just going to place your apple slices into the batter. Just press it down a little bit. So I made my batter first and then I cut my apples second because I didn't want my apples to get all brown. So there we go. Batter is ready. Into a 350 oven for 50 minutes. And here it is, hot and fresh out of the oven. Looks great. And it tastes even better. So we're going to pop it out of the spring form. Spring form worked really well. Didn't get any sticking at the sides. And to make it look a little fancy, I'm going to sprinkle some powdered sugar on top. This is optional. If you don't like powdered sugar, then don't put it on. And you can see the apple slices have opened up in the fan shape. So here, let's just slice it and have a look at the inside. That's a good looking cake. And you can see that the cake is very moist. See how the fork can go through? It's a delicious, easy apple cake. I hope you give this recipe a try.